Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from two planets away. I got my drink, I got my music. I will share it, but today I'm feeling. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 I'm trying to keep it alive and not compromise the feeling we love. You're trying to keep it deprived and only co-sign what radio does. And I'm looking right past you. We live in a world on two different axles. You live in a world, you're living behind the mirror. I know what you're scared of, the feeling emotions inferior. This shit is vital, I know you had to. This shit is vital, I know you had to die in a pitiful vein. Tell me you're watching a chain, it's way more believable. Give me a feasible game, rather her seasonal name. I'll let the people know this is something you can blame. On yourself you can remain, stuck in a box. I'ma break out and then hide every lock. I'ma break out and then hide every lock. I can feel the changes, I can feel the new people around me just wanna be famous. You can see that my city found me, then put me on stages. To me, that's amazing. To you, that's a quick check with all disrespect. Let me say this, say this, say this. I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy. I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from two planets away. I got my drink, I got my music. I will share it, but today I'm feeling. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Look inside of my soul and you can find gold and maybe get rich.
Yo, what's going on? Morning, morning.
You can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel a new life. I always knew life can be dangerous. I can say that I like a challenge and you to me is painless.
Yo,
You don't know what pain is.
morning.
How can I
Morning for
paint
those
this
just tuning
picture when
in.
the color
What's
blind is
going on?
hating with you? Fell on my face and I woke with a scar. Another mistake living deep in my heart. Wear it on top of my sleeve in a flick. I can admit that it did look like yours. Why you resent every making of his? Tell me your purpose is petty again. But even a small light they can burn a bridge. Even a small light they can burn a bridge. I can feel the changes. I can feel the new people around me just wanna be famous. You can see that my city found me, then put me on stages. To me, that's amazing. To you, that's a quick check with all disrespect. Let me say this, say this, say this. I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from two planets away. I got my drink.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I see some people tuning in. Happy. Well, it's not Monday, it's actually Tuesday, right? Um, I gotta change the title of the stream. Oops.
We live in a world on two different axles. You live in a world, you're living behind the mirror. I know what you're scared of, the feeling emotions inferior. This shit is vital, I know you had to. This shit is vital, I know you had to die in a pitiful vein. Tell me you're watching a chain, it's way more believable. Give me a feasible game, rather her seasonal name. I'll let the people know this is something you can blame. On yourself you can remain, stuck in a box. I'ma break out and then hide
I
every
found a way to record without streaming my music. So when I stream, I'll just be playing whatever music I want. But um, when I record, that's when my content gets like flagged and all that good shit. Where you know, like I get copyright strikes and all that stuff because I don't own the music or whatever.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from two planets away. I got my drink, I got my music. I would share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 You ain't heard the coast like this in a long time. Don't you see the long line? And they waiting on Kendrick like the first and the 15th. Threes in the air, I can see you are in sync. Hide your feelings now.
I'm just looking at Monday's levels real quick before I do anything.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Walk out the door and they scream it's alive. My New Year's resolution is to stop all the pollution. Talk too motherfucking much. I got my drink, I got my music. I say, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
All right. What do we got here? What are these levels looking like right now? Okay. Kind of tired actually. That's alright though.
Just Blaze. Oh baby. Killer. All the girls see the. Look at his kicks. Look at his car. All I say is, look, mommy, I'm no good. I'm so hood. Clap at your soldier sober. Then leave after it's over. Killer. I'm not your companion or your man stand. Don't hit me when you want it. I be scrambling. With lots of mobsters. Shot for lobsters. Cops and robbers. Listen, every block is block. But she like the way I diddy bop. You peep that. Mink on Maury kicks plus Chanel ski hat. She want the.
Okay, so here is Asian session here. Low high of the session is right there, right? Mm. Don't forget your levels today, guys. Don't forget. We got the Asian high, Asian low, or Asian low done. This is what, the London high. Okay, this is London low. gonna say it's a temporary high because it's just revisited, like it's just tapped that high. Um, but really, there's like a huge level here. This 61, 65, and the reason why it's kind of like a huge level is because if you go to the 10 minutes over here, you'll see that this level, um, right here, like price has not crossed or even touched it for a long time. Um, yeah, this high was made on the 24th of December, so it's been like 2 months. This is a like a 2 month high right here, you know. Hey, good morning, baby. Okay, so now what we're doing now is pretty much enjoying the stream so far, and we're gonna figure out what price is going to do, right? Where is price headed towards? I mean, obviously, like, let's just go on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the 1 hour, right? I mean, on the daily, right? On the daily, we have an outside day, so it already means that it's probably up for a trade. And right now, it's 9:11. It's before market open, and price is continuing to make new highs. We have all time frames green, and we have some liquidity that hasn't been touched in 2 months, right? Above it. So it's like, for me, obviously I'm gonna wait till that happens. That's like the most obvious thing. It's the most obvious position where, I could say like, hey, this is going quite a bit. Um, Now, the thing is that if there's like any FVGs or anything below it, I typically don't want to take it because it's so close. It's so close to the actual price. And so, really, what I'd like to see ideally is like price maybe comes up, it comes down, and then we can take all the downside, right? Um, and it's not that I'm waiting for like, it's not that I want this market to die or crash or anything. It's just I wouldn't want to take any trade towards the upside right now. And it's because, like, let's say there is a trade to the upside, right? The FVG forms, you get an FVG right here. Okay, you broke the Cree liquidity, FVG forms right here. You can take this all the way up. But then, who's to say that after price comes here, it doesn't return immediately and start to downtrend or do something like that, where it's just like a liquidity grab? I feel like that's a little bit more probable because if there was an FVG that forms near it, it's like not really super probable because or it's not like super enticing for you to take because the risk to reward isn't there, right? Like you're only expecting it to go up towards the liquidity level, but there's not that many ticks between you and liquidity level already. So for you, it's like a position where you just chill out, you know what I'm saying? You chill and wait for the market to actually unfold. What's going on, guys? I know some people are trickling in. Does the audio and the music sound good? Is something too loud or something too soft? Let me know. I even got the I even got the webcam set up as well. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I could really just get super active in terms of streaming now. I got the recording settled too. Oh, you don't hear any music? Really? Could be the audio. Do you hear it now? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, word. Yeah, now I keep it low. I keep the audio low because on my desktop it just like blasts, you know? Like I can't even sometimes I play it really loud and some people can't even hear me speak. But yeah. The stock we're looking at right now is actually futures. So I'll show you. If you take a look at the ticker here, um, well, actually, you can't really see it that well. Oh, actually, you can. If you take a look at the ticket, I'm looking at futures here. This is a micro futures. So if you take a look, this is like regular futures, right? Here's the regular futures. Okay. I'm just trading micro futures. The reason why I'm trading micro futures is because they offer that on Tradeovate, which is like the brokerage I use to do futures trading. And so, you know, it's just the futures. It's just a lower risk version of S&P 500 futures, and you know, it's just I really only day trade index futures. I don't really um, day trade a ton of other stocks. If anything, like I'll take very short-term options plays that like key calls out, and then I'll trade them very quickly. But other than that, you know, this is sort of my bread and butter. If you haven't traded with me, or if you haven't taken any of the advanced academies, and you're just like brand new. But yeah, also the you know, the academies are relaunching and Teach Trade is relaunching as well, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. Everyone have a good or did people have a long weekend? Did people work yesterday? I actually didn't have to work, so that was really nice. With the long with the long and NY lows and highs. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if you could get the indicator because these highs that I did are actually manual. So, um I've actually just plotted out the sessions and I've done these lines manual, and that's kind of what I do every morning. Uh, so yeah, you're able to, you know, I hope the stream they're big enough you're able to like see and you're able to lift them up. But if you want guidance on how to do that, it's pretty much you have to do it from the previous day. So you start at the previous day at 6 p.m. And so from you have to like plot out 6 hour blocks. So from 6 to 12 to 12 to 6 the next day, and then from 6 a.m. to now 12 this day. So there's 6 hour blocks. It's Asian, London, and New York. So I just plot the highs and lows of each of these sessions because eventually, like, what I've noticed is that the levels that are plotted here in the highs and lows are typical like liquidity levels that the market will target or the market will have a reaction over. So that's why I do that every day. What's going on, guys? We got about like less than 15 till market open. Get your levels in, get your bias in. We're gonna see what's going on. In the meantime, I'm just gonna remove the window, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of take a look at today's activity. And this is really the big important level. This 24th, the 24th December high on futures. It's very, very important because it's a level of, it's a high that hasn't been touched or acknowledged, hasn't been breached in 2 months. So yes, that's something we want to acknowledge. And so I also want to make it clear that when you guys take a look at these levels, okay? And you see liquidity. You know, I'm telling you that this is the liquidity level. It's not something for you to say, okay, um, time to enter, time to exit. It's actually for you to acknowledge and pay attention to the reaction that you're getting off the liquidity level. And then once you determine what the reaction is, then you can start to make a decision as to how you want to trade, right? Because you don't really know if it's going to breach, it's going to reject, or it's just going to go all the way through. And so you want to be prepared for those situations, or at least position yourself where you're not going to just like get clapped on your entry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually on the 1 hour chart right now. So let's get a little bit more, you know, a little bit more granular. So what are we seeing, right? Like previously, the stock was trading in this channel, right? It was an inside channel. Eventually, it expanded its range. It expanded its range to the upside, right? Expands its range. It comes down, tests that previous high that was broken. It becomes a resistance, and then comes all the way back up, right? So this is why the market has effectively been in like a slow but sure uptrend for a little bit since like midnight yesterday, or like I guess this morning, right? This morning. Yo, what's going on, DJ? What's going on? Yeah, it is stupid break outside. So market looks like it tapped a London high, which it made in the previous session, and since then it's kind of, shown some downside now. We'll see if it ends up into a downtrend. But for now, you'll see the hour and the 4 hour flipped, right? So, like Cypress Hill. Are we gonna make a new low? A new low for the sesh? We did make a new low actually. For the New York session, that is. And that was after we touched the London high, right? Wow, wow, wow. Look at that death drop, y'all. I got 5 on it. I took her out already, babe. What happened? Oh, she's still puking? Okay, give her a little dog food. Cause, she's puking cause she don't have nothing to eat. She's hungry. Yeah, I think Casey's having an upset stomach. Wow, guys, look at that. Look at that drop, man. That was just, that was actually brutal. You know what I'm saying? Anyone on the upside probably just got destroyed, or they probably got their stop loss taken. Every low is probably being targeted at the moment. I mean, we'll see if it goes for a London low. If it does, that's crazy expansion, you know? Ooh, ooh, that was just. Yeah, this is MES, but yeah, yes, same thing. Oh yeah, I figured you guys can't see my ticker name, but that's alright. It's MES. MES. MESH 2025. Yeah, I realize you guys can't see it, but you know what? It's a small price to pay because I made a little. I made my actual stream like my window a little bit bigger, so that's why it's like a little bit cut out. Um, but yeah, look at this, man. Like, look at this. Look at this movement. So we got the liquidity grab here, and then since then it's actually just been a ruthless sell-off. Like, it's crazy. Um. And this is just that market open, that 9:30 type of action. We haven't even seen the silver bullet yet. We have half an hour before that happens, half an hour before we take a trade. But yo, that open was rough, man. The people got so excited. They're like, "Oh my God, the market's up, the market's up." And man, like this open is just crazy. 9:30 is this candle. Um, yeah, 9:30 is this candle right here. So it's like this just happened like right in pre-market. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I got these freaky hoes clapping they hands, stomping they feet. Every now and then they put their mouth on me. Nowadays a G like me can't even call it. A 23-year-old pussy fiend and freakaholic. Pimping bitches on the regular. I put that on the G. A hustler and a player. Nowadays it pays to be. Let me drop some shit about this bitch I used to know. She gave your boy the head and said don't let nobody know. A bona fide pro. I had to grab a hoe. She got freaky in your 64. I skeeted in her throat. Been knowing the hoe for 4 days. Pimpery pays. And I bet you didn't know that she go both ways. She ate her best friend. I left them hoes at the mo. They be beefing me and shit, but we don't kick it no more. Them hot hoes is fiending. They on the nuts. But bitch, I'm out your pussy when I nut. For real. Explosive, 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 explosive.
Ooh, man, I actually don't even know what to expect of this action. It's just like uh it's pretty unforgiving. Excuse me. Is he gonna go for the Asian low as well? Cause that's just crazy. Like goes for um, New York, London low, and potentially Asian low within like 30 minutes. Oh man. So markets open now 5 minutes. if you want to take a look at what SPY looks like, this is what SPY shows, and this highlighted portion is um, is pre-market. So if you look at SPX, right, you don't even see any of this action. This is also why I typically don't like to. This is why I don't typically love to, like trade SPY like this because you don't have access to like all the information. You know what I'm saying? They just like I don't know why they hide it from you, but they do.
So, I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I wanna be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. Wetness all around me, true, but I'm no island. Peninsula, maybe. No chance, I know crazy. Give up all this pussy cat that's in my lap, no looking back. Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors, they dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm so like a pimp. I'm glad it's night. So delightful.
Wow, are you guys looking at this? London low, Asian low, and New York low got tapped. You know.
Sure on the subject, you sure? Fuck it. You know we got your back like chiropractic. If that bitch do you dirty, we'll wipe her ass out as in detergent. Now hurry, hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't a pimp, but pimp, remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart. 3 stacks, these girls are smart. Play your part. Play your part.
My bitch a choosy lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the fuck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm pulling billions off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, return head. Some hoes wanna choose, but them bitches too scary. Your bitch chose me, you ain't a pimp, you a fairy.
So Asian low, did it get tapped? Yeah, it's definitely taking everyone that position up out. You know what I'm saying? Like anyone that position for the upside just got destroyed pretty much. Um, at least on the short term basis. I don't know how long these stop losses are on but I want to see the low of this candle was 137 even. This line is 137 even. So you could consider that this low or this price got engaged. It got tapped. Um, so yeah. And you'll see how sort of the trend, the intraday trend flipped as at the same time as well. Um, but to anyone that would really like look at this and say what's going on or like I know there was one person that was asking in terms of like is this an indicator? This is not an indicator. This is like all the levels I plotted an hour before the market or like maybe half an hour before the market opened, and you'll see now how it's perfectly interacted with it, right? It may seem like it's magic that it magically bounced at the Asian low, but in reality, we had the expectation the whole time, right? So I just want to show you the the power of, you know, those highs and lows of those previous sessions. And so yeah, now you're seeing some sort of like, uh, you could say that this is a broadening formation if it starts to bounce back up. If it does start to bounce back up and it starts to, uptrend and have a upward direction, then I might, you know, I might like to try to wait for an FVG and then enter. And the reason is because, um, I mean, every liquidity level has been like engaged at this point, right? So it's like if this were to go back up, I'm sure it would have like no problem trading at all these levels, and then it would probably have to make a new high here at some point. Which I mean, if it does to go here, that would be great. But I think there's like other liquidity levels that might happen before other highs that are taken before that level gets hit, like maybe this one. Um, maybe this one right here, and then this one. So, you know, it is what it is. Every single day. If it goes lower, that's crazy. That's all I can say. That's crazy. We're gonna see how this looks on the daily real quick. Damn, damn, damn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all, that candle. That was just absolutely ruthless. It's not even 9:45 yet, yo. The longs have no space to get out. Every candle is just pain. Oh my goodness. I really can't say this.
Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting on one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just wanna see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you wanna make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the listen. I've been on a mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptation. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, help me. Now everybody got vices, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this, and I never sell my soul 'cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Man, it's on the plot and I'm just revealing. The media just trying to make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers. When I feel this way, inhale the swisher. Oh, I sip the liquor, and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, help me. It's just the way
Market entering a serious downtrend, yo.
and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my lord. I'm living on restless. I said, Logie, help me. I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Logie, you help me. I said, Logie, help me. I said, Logie, help me. I really can't. I said, Logie, help me. I really can't.
We are black people and we shouldn't have to feel like this. We shouldn't have to protest because y'all are treating us wrong. We do this because we need to and have rights.
Broke up with my girl last night, so I went to the club. Put on a fresh white suit and a mini coupe, sitting on dubs. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to and show me some love. If you know what I mean. Everybody jacking me soon as I stepped in the spot. 200 bitches in the building, ain't none of them hot. Except for this pretty young thing that was working all the way at the top. Shouted, what is your name? Ooh, she made us drinks to drink. We drunk and got drunk, and man, I think she thinks I'm cool. She gave me a wink, I winked back, and man, I think that we hit it off something proper like the bar.
Tender. Oh boy. Oh boy. This thing getting destroyed. There's a lot of liquidity levels down here. I don't know. Ten minutes till a silver bullet. Your computer's locked out? That's crazy. You need a new computer, baby. Okay, okay. A little bounce. A little reaction here, huh? Let's see where this candle closes. We have a little bit till what's it called? Uh till 10 o'clock, silver bullet hour. So we're just gonna be chilling until then. And what I'd like to see is maybe we see some upside, we get an FVG going because this is like a major liquidity grab as well. Perhaps price goes like this. FVG, FVG forms somewhere here, goes this, and it goes woo, you know. Okay. What are we seeing right now? I think I see some sort of broadening formation respected. I also might see, um, I also just might see some upside here. The only thing that is making me a little bit hesitant is the fact that we're downtrending still. Like we haven't had, I don't think we've had a market structure shift for like an uptrend yet, so I'll just be watching it at this point. You'd have to see a market structure up here, right? Market structure up here.
I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking PIMP. Now shorty, she in the club, she dancing for dollars. She got a thing for that Gucci, that Fendi, that Prada, that BCBG, Burberry, Dolce and Gabbana. She feed them fools fantasies, they pay her cause they want her. I spit a little G, man, them motherfuckers got her. An hour later, had her ass up in the Ramada. Them trick niggas in the
All right, we got like 3 minutes till silver bullet, so we could start looking for an entry or where it looks like. But I really want to see a market structure shift before I take any upside. Haven't seen that yet, but the upside potential is pretty high, which is why I would like to take it.
I could care less, I keep her phone when she in the bed. Bitch at that track, catch a date and come and pay the kid. Look, baby, this is simple, you can't see. You fucking with me, you fucking with a PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch
Let me just double check. Let me just double check. We're not like we're not expecting any news. Okay, there is some news at 10, I guess, but it is what it is. Not super impactful.
Girl, we could pop some champagne and we could have a ball. We could toast to the good like girl, we could have it all. We could really spurge, girl, and tap them all. If ever you need someone, I'm the one you should call. I'll be there to pick you up if ever you should fall. If you got problems, I can solve them, they big or small. That other nigga you be with ain't bout shit. I'm your friend, your father, and confidant, bitch. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking PIMP. I told you fools before, I stick with the tools. I keep a Benz, some rims, and some jewels. I holla at a hoe till I got a bitch confused. She got on
Big downside over here. Big downside.
in the summer they cheaper. Man, it's so you can have her. When I'm done, I ain't gon' keep her. Man, bitches come and go. Hey, nigga pimpin' no. This ain't a secret, you ain't gotta keep it on the low. Bitch, choose on me, I how you strippin' in the street. Put my other hoes down, you get your ass beat. Now Nick, my bottom bitch, she always comin' with my bread. The last nigga, she was whipping stitches in her head. Get your hoe out of pocket, I put a charge on the bitch. Cause I need 4 TVs and AMGs for the 6. Home make a pimp rich. I ain't paying, bitch. Catch a date, suck a dick. Shit. Trick. I don't know what you heard about me.
Okay, it's gonna be 10 soon, y'all.
No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking PIMP. I don't know what you heard about me.
I do like this downside here. I might take this FVG, honestly. We'll see. I got like 30 seconds or so to decide, but I do like it here where you can put a stop even to the top of this candle. And then you can go all the way down here. So let's see. If price comes back up here, I'll take it. Wow. Already this market just dropped. I don't know if I'll even get an entry at this point. At this point, I'll have to go for the all the way down. Which is alright, but price needs to actually come down or come back and return to it, you know? Wow. Look at this, guys. Just market's just dumping. Unfortunately, like I don't really see a clear entry, which is just like really unfortunate because the market's just like, you know, get really giving it up, but you know, we're just gonna be patient.
I'm fucking Lady Luck inside my spaceship truck with her ankles up. She like it long, she like it wide, and she sure love it rough. I can't get a break and she can't get enough. After this, I'ma need Scotty come beam me up, come clean me up. Somebody come clean me up on the scene. I strut, I ease like water on leaves. I glide on beats, I fly, I swim, I ski in 80 degrees. Make these hoes freeze, my nigga. Please, my bank account got angel numbers. Can't nobody save you but yourself. I listen to God and talk to the devil. It do wonders for my health. I died on Friday, came back Sunday, turned up Monday. Man, what else? She say I taste like mango, dress like Django. Still wanna eat me up. You the weakest link, no we can't link up. Keep things on touch, don't speak on such. I'm so in love. I'm reunited with all of my vices. I can't deny it. I still got fucking problems. I tried to fight it, you know, and tried to hide it. Go ahead, love be my lady. I'm up a couple thousand, playing roulette like Bobby Boucher. What water on a Tuesday for all this.
Only downtrend this thing has done. I wish price just really came back here, but it never. You know, I was a little. I mean, I guess it kind of did, but it didn't when it didn't when the candle closed. You know, so that's the thing. I'm thinking I might enter here, just cause, but it might be chasing it. You know.
I sit alone in my four-cornered room staring at candles. Oh, that shit is on? Let me drop some shit like this here. Yes. At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark. Visions of bodies being burned. Four walls just staring at a nigga. I'm paranoid sleeping.
Let's see if I get the entrance here.
My mother's always stressing I ain't living right. But I ain't going out without a fight. See, every time my eyes
Okay.
close, I start
I want to see where this candle closes now. Alright, I'm in. Let's see. Alright, let's see if I get the short here. Could be rushing things, but I'm seeing downtrend. You know? Seeing mostly downtrend. We made a new low. It's testing this here. We'll see.
I make big money. I drive big cars. Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star, but late at night, something ain't right. I feel I'm being tailed by the same sucker's headlights. Isn't that
Yeah, I mean, all of it says downtrend, so I'm just playing really what the setup is giving me. Um, I don't really have an attachment to the outcome that much, to be honest. Um, I'm effectively making a bet that market structure doesn't change, because of the trend, but we'll see. I've been wrong before.
And then I'm worry free, but that's bullshit. I got a little boy to look after, and if I die, then my child will be a bastard. I had a woman down with me, but to me it seemed like she was down to get me.
So we just had a 1 minute candle close inside FVG. My worry is if there's price that closes outside of it, then I'm like, all right, then I'm probably just gonna close it.
This year Halloween fell on a weekend. Me and Get Up was a trick or treating, robbing little kids for bags, till an old man got behind our ass. So we speeded up the pace, took a look back, and he was right before our face. He be in for a squabble, no doubt. So I swung and hit the nigga in his mouth. He was going down, we figured, but this wasn't no ordinary nigga. He stood about 6 or 7 feet. Now that's the nigga I be seeing in my sleep. So we triple teamed on him, dropping them motherfucking bees on him. The more I swung, the more blood flew. Then he disappeared, and my boys disappeared too. Then I felt just like a fiend. It wasn't even close to Halloween. It was dark as fuck on the streets. My hands were all bloody from punching on the concrete. God damn, homie. My mind is playing tricks on me.
Price, I would really like for you to come down outside this FVG.
It's kinda easy when you listen to the G'd up sound. Pioneer speakers bumping as I smoke on the pound. I got the sound for your ass and it's easy to see that this DJ be Warren G. Can I get in where I fit in? Sit in, listen, let me conversate, better yet regulate. Shake the spot with my knot, may fade, cause I don't like to dream about getting paid. I played ball through the halls of CIS with Snoop Dogg's big brother calling dirty left. Rack 'em up, crack 'em up, stack 'em up against the gate. The homies trying to catch me, but they can't wait. The street lights just came on, and my mama's in the streets telling me to come home. I hit the gate and I hops on my Schwinn, and I tell the homies, alright then, yeah. It's kinda easy when you listen to the G'd up sound. Pioneer speakers bumping as I smoke on the pound. I got the sound for your ass, and it's easy to see that this DJ be Warren G. It's kinda easy when you listen to the G'd up sound. Pioneer speakers bumping as I smoke on the pound. I got the sound for your ass, and it's easy to see that this DJ be Warren G. Verse 2.
Nice. Price comes out to FVG. That's really what we wanted to see. So I'm really happy about that, but let's see if we can get the at least minimum 1-1. We'll move my buy stop. At least we'll get a new low, hopefully.
And what I did for extra fees was break niggas after work playing Get Like Me. I was 14 years old, having a sack. Just a young motherfucker eating value packs, shooting dice in the corners of them public schools. And I used to gang bang, but now it's a G thing. And I still know how to make those ends. You don't believe me? Go ask the twins, motherfucker. It's kinda easy when you listen to the G'd up sound. Pioneer speakers bumping as I smoke on the pound. I got the sound for your ass, and it's easy to see that this DJ be Warren G. It's kinda easy when you listen to the G'd up sound.
So something I don't really like right now is like in terms of going against my position, you'll see that market hasn't downtrend, like it hasn't made a new hasn't made a new low, right? And so now both price has come above my 5-minute FVG and I guess a 1 minute now. So I think I'm just gonna exit here. I'll take the small loss there because I know I'm pretty much gonna get buy stopped here because the way price just jumped out now. So there's a market structure shift here with the upside, and you'll see that's why I got out. As soon as price came up here, I was effectively betting on price continuing the downtrend, but it didn't happen. So now price is actually flip-flopped on me, and so um, what I want to do is actually take a long position, and so long position looks good, but I'd have to wait for price to return, and that would be like my second trade for the day. So the first one, unfortunately, that was kind of taken out from how the market's trading. And so if that's the case, then what I would love to do is if price comes back here, I'll definitely try to take a trade. Okay, price did come back here. So I'm gonna enter. My entrance is really late, but it's okay. I'm still gonna play this. Pretty much just gonna play this right here, which is just showing me um it's showing me um it's showing me just like a market structure shift and an FVG, and then we have some upside. So I'm okay with it trading the upside. And that's kind of what I was playing on, where if there's a market structure shift, if the market structure shift doesn't get hit, then it's gonna come down. But that wasn't the case. So I took my small loss, and now I have my second trade for the day. So I'm gonna see if I can grab price to the upside now, because I think price is gonna come up. And if it doesn't, you know, then that's just that. I'll have to learn my lesson at some point. And I'll just probably, call it a day, and then I'll probably resume tomorrow. But that's the nature of like, how sometimes the market flips on you, and um, that's where you keep your risk to reward, or you keep your risk management on point where you're not risking too much, and you can kind of, uh, you know, gain some, just kind of cut your losses short and then reposition yourself. So that's what I did there. But if I get stopped here, I'm done, because that'll be like two full positions where I've gotten stopped, and that's just the name of the game. It gets choppy sometimes and things don't hold, but I'm really just trading what I can see here. So. And so now the FVG has been taken out as well. So, I could cut the loss here. It's probably going to come take my sell stop anyway, you know. So this is effectively a second loss. Um, if I don't close it, but that's what's going to happen. Um, and the reason is because this FVG got taken out here. There was no long on FVG and a market structure shift, so effectively I shouldn't have entered. Um, what's happening now is we're probably gonna might see a new low. So I'll probably just get stopped out there, and yeah, that's probably gonna be for the day. Unfortunately, I didn't really position myself well enough. If I actually just held my original position, I would have been a little bit profitable, but it's getting really choppy where there's FVG form, then it got taken, FVG form, it got taken. So for me, that's 0 for 2, unfortunately. So I won't probably take another trade. I'll just probably stick around and see what the market does. And then we'll be back at it tomorrow. And so this right here was the really, really nice short. Which was highlighted, but I just didn't think we'd get the entrance. I think like next trades purposes, it's probably better to just like have confidence that the original FVG would get traded into. But I don't even know if I'd take it entirely just because of this market structure shift. It's I see it on the upside, so it's like okay, we're getting upside, so why would I take a downwards FVG, right? It's effectively like against my edge or against my rules, but it is what it is. It's kind of a choppier situation we're in here. Um, and of course, this is a little bit higher conversion because we broke the Asian low, and then this FVG is actually bouncing on the Asian low. I think what I should have done is I should have just effectively been more patient. Um, Give me one sec here. I'm getting a text. But yeah, fairly choppy, I guess, trading condition where, my edge unfortunately didn't really provide me the best guidance. But that's alright. We will get back at it tomorrow. I'll probably leave it up for around 10 minutes or so. But yeah, that's really it. I don't even know if we're gonna get the new low here because this right here, this FVG, you definitely would want to target a new low, right? So I don't know if we're gonna get a new low if this thing is uptrending technically speaking, but yeah, we'll just have to figure out. Even the FVG got formed on the 5-minute did end up getting taken, so we might end up seeing a new low here where price comes down all the way.
I got a bone to pick. I don't want you monkey mouth motherfucker sitting in my throne again. I'm mad, but I ain't stressing. True friends. One question. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run a game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the
I guess another market structure shift down.
bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run a game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off 'em. When you got the
But now price is coming back up. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's definitely a tricky trading environment. But I still see that this FVG that got formed on the 1 minute is probably like definitely more than best bet. It hasn't hit 2-0 officially. You know what I'm saying? I would say that well, actually, I think it did hit 2-0. Let me see. Yeah, it did. So this already hit 2-0. This would have been like just waiting 4 or 5 minutes, but that's the only FVG I see. And like I said, I don't know I would have taken it considering that we just uptrended and there was an FVG here at some point, and we were uptrending and this was a bearish FVG. So I don't know if I even would have taken it, to be honest. So, in this case, I think the market sort of got the best of me today.
24/7, 365 days times 2. I was contemplating getting off stage just to go back to the hood, see my enemy and say, bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run a game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off 'em. King Kunta, black man taking no loss. Bitch, where you and I was walking. Now I run a game, got the whole world talking. King Kunta, everybody wanna cut the legs off 'em. I was gonna kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. Everybody's suicidal, they didn't even need my help. This shit is elementary, I'd probably go to jail if I shoot at your identity and bounce to the left. Stuck a flag in my city, everybody screaming Compton. I should probably run from here when I'm done, to be honest. And I put that on my mama and my baby boo too. 20 million walking out the court, baby, woo woo. Oh yeah, fuck the judge, I made it past 25.
Yeah, but still, the reason why this is technically uptrending here is because we haven't actually received a new low, right? Like it is downtrending on a couple time frames, but we haven't had it made a new low yet, which is Probably aiming for these liquidity levels. Maybe we might see it within the next hour or so. But yeah, that's kind of what I was aiming for when I took my initial short. And then I saw the market structure shift happen upside. I cut. I took the market structure shift entry, and I still got hit by the downside. So I'm like, all right, I'll slow down. I'm chilling now. But overall, fairly choppy condition.
I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence.
You understand? Flip mode. Bust a bus. 9-7. Hot shit. Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. Type of nigga that'll slap you with the tulio. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she shake it make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. Top mistress in the banging bitches and videos. Wildin' with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all you niggas in wet clothes. Style my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you fucking with lyrical player pros. Do like you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of niggas is wondering and they curious. How me and my niggas do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my niggas is serious. Shook niggas be walking around fearing us. Front nigga like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to how radio be playing us. 30 time a day shit to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your areas. Yo, it's funny how all the chickens be always serving us. All up in between the ears.
All right, guys. Still, we didn't get a new low, so think I'm done watching this market for now. I think we will come back tomorrow and we will get a little bit better with our entries and execution. But yeah, I mean, the market, it is what's it. This is just like such a terrible, sleepy ass, choppy ass, silver bullet. So I think we'll leave it at that. But yep, no worries. No need to thank me. All I did was get stopped out of two trades, but tomorrow will be better, I can promise. At least I hope so. The market will, actually make a move in front of us. So yeah. Have a good one, guys.